teams in the league. Look at their percentages. A lot of 20 guys in the 20s shooting them great today.
Dwight seems either limited or something with his back.
Well, they're coming on doubles, and then when he got it there, one-on-one a couple of times, he struggled.
Well, Dwight Howard with his first points of the game in the final seconds of the third quarter, and he's playing with 4 fouls. He had never had a scoreless game in the NBA through 620, and that will not happen tonight, obviously. Off the steal, here comes Douglas, cut off by Redick. The Knicks back up to a 17-point lead. Good pressure here on the inbounds. Redick just does get it into Wafer.
Duhan cannot get away from Tony Douglas. He's just denying him the ball, and Duhan has become a very passive player.
Wafer not able to hit the reverse.
It's a 4th or 5th layup for Orlando. They missed it.
A foul on Howard. Look out. That's number 5 on Howard.
Looks like the official mark, Bill Kennedy, is down on the ground.
We were screened out. Let's see if we get a shot of it right here off the foul with Fields going flying. He took Kennedy with him, and Bill took quite a spill. So as they check out, the referee Bill Kennedy will take a break. That counts for the foul.
Well, that's what can happen if you stay at home. And Tyson Chandler's done an outstanding job up to this point. Just 2 of 6 for Dwight Howard from the floor. But after a couple of dribbles, saddle dribbles into the lane, by coming back to the right shoulder, he uses the left hand. You give a big player that strong, that close to the basket, that many dribbles, and nobody else digging down on it, it's a tough stop right there.
4th foul committed by Chandler. Chandler looking over at head coach Mike Woodson, but Tyson will stay in the game. The Knicks with an 80-64 lead, looking to go over the 500 mark at 28 and 27. And make it a game-and-a-half lead over the Bucks. Fields rejected by Howard, kept alive though by Novak. Shot clock down to 2, down to 1. It's short, and it's a shot clock violation.
That's the type of advantage you Stan Van Gundy would like to see. Mike Woodson wonder, like, why is it taking us so long to get it into our offensive sets? We wind up with a forced, hurried shot at the end.
The Magic at 32 and 22. They're 5th in the East, only a half game in front of the Atlanta Hawks. They dropped their last 4. They come off the loss in Detroit. On Tuesday night, the Pistons shooting 57%. Previous game, Denver shot 56% against Orlando. Both games without Howard. Richardson for 3, way off. Davis trying to save it. So the ball back to the Knicks.
Yeah, I think Orlando has to get Jameer Nelson back in there. I know he's coming off that calf injury. It seems in our minds like he's been shooting it well, but that's because you remember the 3 for 4 from behind the three-point line. But overall tonight, he's just 3 of 12 from the floor. So all of his field goals have been from behind the three-point line.
0 for 8 from 2-point range. And as you mentioned, 3 of 4 from downtown. Douglas with a run. The Knicks lead is 18. The Knicks back home for Chicago, followed by games at Chicago, then at Milwaukee. Richardson to the reverse, and it's put down by Howard.
There's going to be a foul soon. It's either going to be on Chandler or Howard, but they are banging bodies, and the officials, look, they're aware of how many fouls they have, and they're letting it go a little bit more right now, but it's very physical between those 2 big men.
Howard with 5 fouls, Chandler with 4. Novak That's a 2. Had a foot on the line.
He's some shooter, isn't he?
Steve Novak at a 60. Coming up on 5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Knicks will maintain possession. Game 2 of our TNT doubleheader. Boston Celtics, who have been on a tear. They've won 15 of the last 21 playing in Chicago. Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, and Hall of Famer Reggie Miller will have the call. Bulls have had their problems recently. They actually lost 2 straight games. 3-second violation is called. The Bulls had gone 86 regular season games dating back to last season without, this is incredible, without back-to-back losses.
That's pretty impressive. Yes, it is. It certainly is.
And as you see, 42-13 Chicago's record.
They haven't been without Derrick Rose since he's come in the league for this many games.
Coming into tonight, and it's a game-time decision. Rose has missed 22 games this season. Shot clock down to 2. They cannot find a shot. Wafer does and hits.
Well, Wafer's come off the bench and giving them good minutes. He's making shots. He's aggressive, taking the ball and putting it on the floor, going to the basket.
Ron Wafer, originally a second-round pick of the Lakers. This is 7th NBA stop. Douglas again connects with the runner.
And he saw Dwight Howard making the rotation over, and he figured it out. I better stop here and try and get it over rather than take it a little bit further.
Been an excellent game for the Knicks, particularly coming back from the bad loss in Indiana. Nice move again by Wafer. As the Knicks will head to a game over the 500 mark and a game-and-a-half lead on the Milwaukee Bucks.
I know you were having a difficult time a short while ago understanding what a layup was, but that was a layup that Wafer made that time.
That's exactly what I was telling you. Major League Baseball on TBS returns. Watch the Yankees playing at Tampa Bay. Sunday, 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time on TBS. Our self-promoting director, Lonnie Daniels, wants us to know. Lonnie Dale, I should say, wants us to know. Why did you write Daniels to me? You write the ad lib for me.
It was just
and you wrote Daniels, and I said it. Lonnie Dale says that he'll be directing. Oh, by the way, he mentions Ernie Johnson will be doing the play-by-play with John Smoltz.
According to my pitching rotation for the Yankees, I think I have Phil Hughes going on that particular day.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Is that next to the layup chart? Here is Douglas. Tony Douglas has come on late. He now has 12 points.
The staff, the Knicks staff, has said he has come in and played very, very well as the backup point guard to Baron Davis. And Davis tonight just 19 minutes on the floor, so he's done his job, and they allow Tony to take over.
This is Ish Smith, who just checked in, second-year player out of Wake Forest, who did get considerable playing time the other night in the absence of Jameer Nelson. Coming up on 2 minutes remaining in the fourth. Shot clock running out. Douglas called for the travel.
Smith chased him off the line and forced him into a trap.
And I'm told, word out of Chicago is that Derrick Rose will sit out once again. He will not face the Celtics in the second of our doubleheader. So he's missed 12 straight games, including tonight. Davis fouled by Novak.
And J.R. Smith got caught behind Davis and gambled. He came to the wrong side. The pass was made to the lane side. That's what opened up the front of the rim attack for Davis.
And as you can see over this 12-game stretch, the defensive numbers have certainly improved.
Well, it's a little bit unfair to put Mike D'Antoni's face up there, because Mike Woodson was brought in as the defensive coordinator, and based on what I was told that he was given from day one his slot every day in practice to work on the defense. And as you mentioned to us, the reason is we've just gotten better finally, and injuries have helped them a little bit. Certain guys being out have allowed other guys to get more minutes or get their opportunities. Shumpert is one heck of a defender. Chandler is a defender, and as a result, it's gotten better and better. It's been a growing process, but from the beginning of the year, Mike Woodson has been the defensive coordinator for the Knicks.
Knicks have 9 on the shot clock. Looking ahead for Orlando, Saturday night they play at Philadelphia. Monday night back home for Detroit, and then at Washington Tuesday night, and then back home for Atlanta. And the questions will continue on what took place at shoot-around today, with Stan Van Gundy saying that he was told that Dwight Howard went to management and asked that Stan be fired. And then Dwight, with the subpar performance here tonight, coming off missing 2 games because of the back spasms, just 4 of 8 points. Yes, the Knicks did an excellent job defending on him with double teams, but Dwight in foul trouble throughout the night. And now the Magic to the line. A rookie out of Kentucky, DeAndre Liggins, will shoot a couple. We'll check in with Ernie Johnson back in our Atlanta studios.
Yeah, thank you, Marv. A little over 10 minutes from now, game 2 of our doubleheader. Kevin Garnett and the Boston Celtics, who are 15-6 since the All-Star break. That's the second best record in the East. Right behind the team they'll play tonight, the Chicago Bulls, who are 15-5. Derrick Rose inactive for tonight. He is penciling in Sunday at New York for his return from a groin injury. Back to you.
All right, Ernie, 93-77. Knicks wrapping things up as we come up on a minute to play. Douglas for 3. Tony with 15 points. 13 have come here in the 4th quarter. Wafer trying to put a move on Novak and hits.
He can shoot. He can shoot the ball. He can be an explosive player when he gets big minutes. He's done a very good job tonight coming off the bench, giving a little bit of offense to the Magic.
Here's Novak from downtown. Later on, David Aldridge will have an update on Stan Van Gundy and Dwight Howard as our NBA night continues here on TNT. Foul is on J.R. Smith, so Von Wafer to the line. The last time that the Orlando Magic lost 5 straight, January of 2007. This will be their 5th consecutive loss, and they'll drop to 32-23, while the Knicks will go to 28-27. They bounce back from that 4th quarter collapse against the Pacers in Indiana. They're now a game and a half in front of Milwaukee. You hear the Knick portion of this crowd cheering